Third video, third apartment. I'm really happy that I'm finally shooting it, so let's go. Since I posted my second video, a bunch of people reached out to me, and I'm really happy that most of them got enrolled into universities. Some of them decided to stay in Hult, some of them decided to apply somewhere else, but please reach out to me. I can answer all your visa questions, concerns, and assist you. Moreover, by hitting me up, you inspire me to shoot more, and only because of your activity I'm shooting this video. Thank you very much for reaching out. That's been great. So at this time, I would like to tell you about why renting a room in Hult House might be a bad idea. At first, it's a high price. For this money, you can find a lot of other alternatives in the same neighborhood or better neighborhoods. They might be not as close to the Hult, but the price and the alternatives is definitely the issue. The absence of windows. I mean, there are windows, but they just cannot be opened. And for me, as a person who in my home country used to have a window open during the whole year for some time just to refresh my room, I didn't have this option in Hult House, which was pretty annoying. And you have just AC that you share with your roommate, and if you're conflicting on the room temperature, it's gonna be another issue. But one more thing to keep in mind. Also, it might be a challenge to bring guests, because if you met someone in the bar and you want to bring a person to your apartment for which you're paying, if you arrive later than a certain time or the security guard doesn't like the person who you're bringing, they might be turned away, and that's pretty disappointing. Because when you pay money, you expect to have your property, but in fact, it's still a dorm. The other issue is when you have your visitors coming from your country, or you know that someone is coming in a month or two, you need to schedule a long-staying guest. That is also pretty weird. You need to submit a form and be approved. I think the maximum time was like 1 week. You can extend it to 10 days. My girlfriend was staying for me for a bit longer, but still, you need to be a good boy to be approved for your girlfriend to stay at your apartment for that you're paying, which is pretty confusing because I'm paying and I don't want to agree with anyone. And yeah, because that's my place. I do there whatever I want, but not as far as you in Hult House. So please make up your mind. And the other issue was Clubhouse, the kitchen that we had on the 4th floor. The food there was pretty similar and generic, and the food variety was not as big. So it became really boring to eat there after a couple of weeks, and the food there is kind of expensive, and it's also working in a certain hours, so you gotta be tight on your schedule, and if no, you still have to go out, buy your food or get it somewhere else. That also was pretty annoying. And on top of that, if you have a meal plan, if you're thinking about purchasing a meal plan, or your parents offering to purchase your meal plan, remember that you can use it just in Clubhouse, in Hult House, and in Hult Campus. So this food is gonna be the same. So you will have to spend $2,500 for exactly the same food during the entire year. My friends who had these meal plans, they asked me to launder their money just by paying for my meals, and I was giving back them cash because they understood that it would be no chance to spend all this money for food in that place because you just don't want to eat that much of this food. The other issue that annoyed me a lot was a tiny fridge. I lived in 2-bedroom apartments and I had a bar fridge, so bar fridge. It's okay when you have this in your hotel where you're staying for like a week or so, but when you live for a year, and especially with a roommate, sharing this fridge might be really annoying. Especially, you can forget about having a pizza in your fridge, having an ice cream in your fridge. You can keep it on the community kitchen on the 4th floor, but again, you're paying a bunch of money not to take an elevator to grab an ice cream. I mean, a pizza, and you won't have oven in your kitchen, yes. And you won't have a dishwasher as well. So kitchen is not as good as it can be for the money that you're paying. The other issue is that you still live in a dorm and there will be a bunch of parties around you. So if you're an introvert, calm person, and you're not enjoying communicating with people that much, so living in a dorm might be not the best idea for you, because you still can call administration and complain the party will be kicked away, but there are way too many people and you can have multiple parties around you all the time. So if you're really concerned about your peace and quiet, it's maybe not the best place to live for you. Another disadvantage is community laundry. So by paying a bunch of money to Hult House, you still have to use a community laundry that sometimes is occupied and you need to wait, or you need to share a washing machine with entire floor of people. So that's a point of consideration. And one of the last things is the gym. So Hult House has the gym, but you still have to pay for it. I think in 2019 it was $45. In comments you asked me about study program. I studied MIM, MIB, and also you've been asking a lot about student status, which is F1, I-20, OPT, STEM OPT, and the last thing you were asking is dual degree. I would like to shoot something from these four, so let me know which one you're looking for the most, which one you want to hear the most. I'm really happy that we were able to set up a dialogue between us, and I would like to keep talking to you, so please hit me up in comments or connect with me through social media. All links are in video description. I'm using LinkedIn, Instagram and Telegram. The others is not my thing, so please check it out or write down in comments. Thank you very much for watching and good luck with your application.